How often do you guys reflect on the momentous nature of Law & Order SVU season 20?
I'm reflecting on it every minute. You know, it's hard, it's actually really hard to take in because we've been in this marathon and you just show up every day and you do your job and you do your work, and then all of a sudden season 20 here is here and you're going, how did this happen? And it's just been amazing and a gift, and for me especially, so fresh. And we talked about this a little bit before, that I've been on the same show for 20 years, and yet I feel like with all the cast changes, I keep getting to be on a new show with new energies and all these amazing actors. And so it has been, you know, an unspeakable gift and really hard to describe. And I'm just profoundly grateful, and it's been nothing but a privilege. I should have known when, before SVU, I was actually a cop on The Single Guy, and I kept getting cast. I'm serious.
That's
even
amazing.
On a sitcom.
That's amazing.
And I keep getting cast. I was on another show playing a cop, and so I think I was destined to be a cop, and I am just moving on up.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
So it's been, you know, again, still taking it all in.
You are very humble, but you do such an amazing job on the show. And to come in as a newcomer, I was terrified to come in because the show was 20 years old, because of the legacy that it had. And immediately, Ice and Kelly and Peter and mostly Mariska, who most of my scenes were with, there's this element of be yourself, take risks in the work. And I watched it happen with all these guest stars that would come on. Something that doesn't happen in television is time to make mistakes and time to figure out where you're at. And Mariska allows that to happen. You can be who you are and you can figure out the work. And when guest stars are coming in, young actors are coming through the system, and it's their first time on a network show, you're terrified. It's a terrifying position to be put in. And Mariska goes, no, it's fine. This is how it is. And you see it on camera and you see it in the stories.
We have fun together.
Yeah, we do.
And we had to like jump in and go
really
deep
did.
and go deep fast. And so it was really fun with Philip, and both of us as actors are super open. So we would just find it together. And sometimes, you know, you're scared like that because you're like, I don't want to get in anybody else's rice bowl.
Right, that's right.
But we trusted each other, and we're like, no, that's not working.
Yeah, let's
what
do
do we do?
something
What do you
different.
think? Okay, what do you think? Let's try something else. And so it's been a joy.
What can you tease about this season?
Sort of life imitating art. There was a little bit of coming in and being the new kid in school. This was not my playground, and that was fine. But what was great about the writing, with what Michael Chernuchin and Julie Martin did with that first episode, was they said they didn't care. Stone didn't care. He had a job to do, and so he came in sort of a bull in a china shop sort of style, and it offended people. It offended this crew. It offended their sensibility, and he really didn't think he was staying long, so I don't think he cared. And then little by little, as things are, self-disclosure leads to intimacy. These guys got to know each other, and they started to work together and trust each other. And those relationships start to build and build. And now here we are.
Exactly, and I think the turning point was, and what they used is, obviously Benson and Barbara were so close. She was absolutely heartbroken, because they were like a team in everything. And so when, Philip and I started working together, it was, for Benson, it's like, he's not Barbara.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it. How am I going to work with somebody in this squad, in this unit, at SVU, who does not get it? I don't care how smart you are, you get it or you don't. And so again, it was, people always say, how do you keep the show fresh? And you keep the show fresh with these different energies, with these different things to play. There are different keys on the keyboard that you get to hit that you haven't had to hit before, and that's been so fun. And I think that is the beauty and the brilliance of the writing, is that, for me anyway, I've had to go up against all these different things and different conflict, and it's been fun, as Philip said, getting to know you, and then when you get past that, you have to go deeper and dig deeper and dig deeper, and then we're finding these new relationships and these new connections and these new ways to play in the sandbox together. One of the things, Michael is such a incredible collaborator, and so when he came on, we talked about where the show should go, and after 20 years, you sort of have to figure out, like, what haven't we done, right? And one of the things that I wanted to do as I've moved up into this leadership and commanding officer, I sort of wanted to look at my physical limitations and really go into that, because Olivia Benson does think and model herself after Wonder Woman. She does think that she's doesn't have limitations and that she's superlative in every way because her ferocity and need and appetite for justice is so profound that she will and has, stopped at nothing. That mama bear ferocity, and whether it's her kid or a survivor, she will get it done. I thought it would be interesting as we age to sort of acknowledge and honor the fact that there are physical limitations.